Interlink and Vant lead on the ICF third sector stream in Cwmtaf. Merthyr and the Valley's Mind are the lead organisation responsible for the delivery of Project 5. They work in partnership with the Registered Social Landlords, Rhondda Housing Association, Cwmtaf Community Housing Group and Havard to ensure that their project can make a difference to the people who need it most.
Project 5 Ways to Wellbeing is based on the 5 principles of wellbeing, which is allowing people to connect with others, therefore avoiding isolation and challenging isolation. It's encouraging older people to be active and to engage in some form of physical activity. And those physical activities could be simple activities like going for a walk. It's about taking notice of the environment that we live in. It's about lifelong learning, engaging in learning opportunities, and it's also about giving, realising that acts of kindness can make us feel good about ourselves.
A lot of my volunteers have said how rewarding it is coming to a place like Ticum and Gower Davis, what they get out of it, because they know that they're giving so much to the, the people living here. It's a two-way process, really. They give and they get a lot back themselves.
I done Prepare to Care course. It was just like induction, really, to caring, and so one of the people I talked to have got more confidence. Like, he even said he wants to go out, for walks because he's always in his bedroom. It makes me feel good, yeah. Because I can see the difference in him from the first week I seen him. From now, it's just like he's like a different person.
I volunteer here because I enjoy doing activities with others. I like listening to other people's problems. It's brought me out, it's given me confidence as well as people here. I was lacking in confidence before I started this course. I was very shy, I wouldn't speak to people, kept myself to myself, I didn't like going out much. There's one gentleman that wouldn't come out of his room, and now he'd come up every Thursday to have coffee morning and talk and chat, and we get on great, and it's nice to know that I'm helping others.
It's filled me with enormous pride to meet people on the street and find out that they've now got an opportunity to take part in our exciting new Project 5, which has given the people an opportunity to gain volunteering placement and to meet people and find out and see their confidence improved, and to know that they can go on and have an opportunity in life which was never there before. It's wonderful for me personally, and from an organisational point of view, fills me with great pride for Merthyr and the Valley's Mind, and most importantly for all our wonderful beneficiaries.
I did the Prepare to Care course because I was told it would benefit to me in a work situation. It's a person-centred approach where everything is about them, and rather than I would go in and think, oh, you need this or you need that. No, it's all about them. It's about their needs. It's them as an individual, what they want. And doing this work makes me feel very, very happy that I've accomplished something, for somebody. When I go home, I feel good about myself that I have helped somebody today that may have been a bit down, a bit depressed. I know I've made a difference to that person, and I've helped them, and that makes me feel good.
It was a real eye-opener to find out all that information, because you sort of go on with your life without thinking about human rights and the elderly, and you just don't even, you don't think about it until it's put to you in such a way. And it's so interesting, even just to engage with people and to listen is something that people will get a lot out of, because they don't, if they were living in their own homes, some people don't see anybody for weeks on end. So they don't hold a conversation, and, that's really sad and lonely, So they get the chance to speak up, and they feel involved, and they got a chance to think about things and converse, which is so important, and feel part of things, rather than excluded from things,
I was a carer for my dad for roughly 20 years. He had an accident at work. After that, I was pretty much his main carer. I had a bath, feed him, clothe him, all the necessary things, that involve care. I first went in and met a few of the residents, made teas, coffees, put the tables out, get to meet the residents, have a few sing-songs, interact with the people. It was difficult, you know, to make contact with some people. Some were, you know, better than others, you know, with interaction, playing games, as I say, singing. This will help me with finding work, caring for elderly or people with different disabilities, whether that's in a care home or going to people's homes, visiting. Project 5, that has helped me a lot, you know, understanding different aspects of care. And hopefully that's like another notch on my CV that I can put out and people can have a look and see what I've done. And hopefully, you know, after this course, I will be able to find work.
All of my experience has been through childcare. This is coming from a different angle, vulnerable adults and the elderly. It's been very interesting, very informative, and I've enjoyed it, and I would like to take this route for my employment. I think it was very useful. I learned that you have to care for a person and take all of their needs into consideration, because sometimes they just get care for medical care and things like that, but you have to look at the person as a whole and make sure that they have all their needs met. And I thought there are lots of people out there that don't have people to talk to, or nobody listens to them, and I just thought if I could make a difference to people's lives and just be kind and caring, that's what I would like to do.
It's very important to me. It's an instrumental part of really what I want to do. You know, dealing with vulnerable adults, vulnerable people, and the Prepare to Care course gave me skills ready to deal with that. Yeah, it definitely gave me skills in both my personal life and in my academic life, and it's really helped me understand, you know, how to treat and how to talk to a vulnerable adult, or especially elderly people. It's so rewarding. Just even if it's just turning on the computer, they find it, you know, they've never done that before, and they find it, you just see their face light up, and it's a really nice feeling. I find it so rewarding just giving back my time to the charity, because I know when I was, you know, my darkest times, there was people out there to help me, there was charities out there to help me, and I know it's nice just to give back that time and say, you know, thank you for helping me.
It just opened your eyes to what, you know, what to expect when you care for someone, and give you an idea, if you want to go into that profession, what to expect. I think the big buzzword that obviously that sticks in my mind is to take a person-centred approach. That, you know, not to judge the people I'm working with, and that treat them as individuals and treat their needs as an individual to them. And, you know, when you're working in that environment, to never assume anything, especially obviously when it comes to medication or food. Like I say, I take a person-centred approach in my everyday life and in the job I'm doing now. And then when I was working with some of the community work programme adults in a project up in Caerphilly, the centre manager there noticed how well we worked together with them and how well they worked, and through that then I was offered the position of centre manager down here at Tycallum.
The key principles around health and well-being are really important to us, not just as a housing provider but as a community housing group, and so our values very much line up with the 5 key values around Project 5. So we want people who are living in our homes to be connected. We want them to feel that there's still more to learn in life. It's given people a real opportunity and a chance to come out of their homes and to do something and to meet with other people while they're learning a new skill. And obviously that helps with mental well-being. And we're all about creating good mental health.
Well, you meet all the people and we sit down and we have a chat and a cup of tea, and it's the camaraderie. And you, as you say, otherwise you're in your flat and you're on your own. But it's lovely to come out and We talk about everything under the sun besides computers, and this is what it's all about. When you're with people, life is a lot easier and more complete.
The friendliness is coming back into the whole the site, really, because people that haven't bothered for a while are sort of coming back into it and mixing with us all, and you know, and sort of getting more as a group friendly, you know. It's like my brain is starting to work better again, definitely. I'm thinking more rather than just sitting back in a corner and doing nothing, but nowadays you are thinking more. This is what I feel anyway.
Well, basically, it's a bit of company, you know. I lost a wife 2 years ago yesterday, you know, and it's something that gets you out of the house and you can just have a little chat and whatever when you're on the computer and after, you know, and you, like you say, you have a cup of tea and a little chin wag, you know, as everybody else, you know. I mean, the thing is, if I wasn't over here, basically, I'd be sat in the house just watching the telly or thinking of what I can do next, you know. So at least it gives you something to look forward to, you know.
Well, it's something to do rather than sitting in the flat, even though I can't get my head around it. It's just something that, well, I never really wanted to do it, but it was coming over here for company and that. So, you know, it works both ways.
Can you tell me what you've learned?
Nothing. I'm still on page 1. Oh, it makes me feel good. It really makes me feel good. But it is rewarding. And you're talking to other people as well, which is a big thing when you're living on your own. And, oh, wonderful.
A volunteer's name is Nancy. She's very, very, very helpful, very caring, and sort of loving. You could, you know, cut your leg. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But, yeah, she's very, very affectionate in that respect. When they come in and do these things to help us, we appreciate what people are doing for us. And that we could do with a lot more help, really. But as I say, we are appreciative of what we have got. The activities, I find, you sit around the table and you talk. People tell you their problems, and we tell our problems, and you get that relief that you haven't got it all inside you on your own. You've got someone you can talk to. You've got to think of what is in the future, because we've got it here, every bit of it, and I would never move from here.
Yeah, the volunteers, you know, they're really helpful, and they've helped a lot, and I hope the volunteers keep coming, and you know, because the last couple of weeks have been really good. So with the Project 5, we've been involved with the reflexology. Andrew's been having it on his hands, and because he's got MS and his hands have clenched, have gripped, so Nancy's been massaging his fingers and stretching them. So he's found we've noticed a very big difference over the weeks that he's been having it done. So it's been very, very beneficial for him, hasn't it? Yeah. They're very friendly, and he talks, you know, when Nancy's doing the, you know, he talks to her and everything. It's really nice because he's really relaxed, and it's nice to see that. Yeah.
I was very, very depressed when I came here because I don't mix with people. And it's only this year the person that does the crafts kept getting hold of me when she saw me and said to me, why don't you come to the craft? And so I started going, and my health and everything, I've been a lot better since I've started mixing with the people because of the craft. And I'm a lot better now than what I was when I first came here. I find it very, very good for my fingers, for my mind. I find it excellent. It keeps me going, even if I laugh about what I've made afterwards.
On a Thursday, we go up to have a cup of tea, and the volunteers, they come up and they chat to us. Well, I get to know their names now, well, are the children's names. And, you know, I find it, well, comforting somehow and, you know, nice for someone to be as nice as they are to be, like, you know. And, you know, they can't do enough for you. They're wonderful people.
It's the process of coming together, of learning something new, of interacting, of having a chat with people, of using the grey cells and all of those things that I think has actually benefited a lot of people, and it's benefited our staff as well who are working with the Project 5 team. So all in all, for us, it's been an incredibly positive experience so far. We would like to carry on the partnership with Project 5, to roll it out across our sheltered housing schemes, to bring people in and bring the public in to actually benefit from the great structure of the scheme, and to make sure that there's continued funding there to impact on as many people's lives as possible, to get people involved in volunteering, to get people engaged in activities, to keep learning and to keep giving back.